Have you ever asked, God, why is this happening to me? Not out loud, but quietly in your thoughts. Because something in your life doesn't make sense. Something hurts. Something feels unfair. And no matter how much you pray, the situation isn't changing. And if you're being honest, you're struggling to understand why God would allow this. Because if He loves you, why would He let you go through this? Why the pain? Why the delay? Why the struggle? But there's a story in the Bible that speaks directly to this. The story of Job. Job was a good man, faithful, obedient, blessed. He had everything: family, wealth, peace. But in a moment, everything changed. He lost his children. He lost his possessions. He lost his health. And suddenly, his life went from full to broken. And here's what makes it hard. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't deserve it. There was no clear reason, no explanation, just pain. And if we're honest, that's the hardest kind of suffering. The kind you don't understand, the kind you can't explain, the kind that makes you question everything. And Job did question it. He asked God why. He cried out. He struggled. But even in his pain, he said something powerful. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Now think about that. In the middle of loss, in the middle of confusion, in the middle of pain, he still chose to trust God. Not because it made sense, but because he knew who God was. And that's the key. Sometimes you won't understand what God is doing, but you have to trust who he is. Because God sees what you can't see. He understands what you don't understand. And he's working in ways you don't realize yet. The Bible says, his ways are higher than our ways, and his thoughts higher than our thoughts. That means there will be moments where you don't get it, where nothing adds up, where the situation feels unfair. But that doesn't mean God is not in it. Because sometimes God allows what we don't understand to produce something we could never develop on our own: strength, faith, endurance, depth. Because real faith is not built when everything is easy. It's built in the fire. It's built in the struggle. It's built in the moments where you have to trust God without having all the answers. And here's what happened with Job. After everything he went through, God restored him. Not just a little, more than before, double. That means the pain was not the end of the story. The confusion was not the final chapter. And maybe that's where you are right now, in the middle of something you don't understand, in the middle of something that hurts, in the middle of asking, why God? But just like Job, your story is not finished. God is still writing, He is still working. And even if you don't understand it, He has not lost control. So don't let confusion turn into disconnection. Don't let pain push you away from God. Lean in. Trust Him anyway. Because one day you're going to look back and realize God was working in ways you couldn't see, even in the middle of your why.